Okay, so this is just a quick video on how to spot a heavily promoted stock and that most likely is going to go to zero. This was and just so you can, if you see these same type of, it's a pattern, they're all the same. And if you, just so you can see, and it's not the stock pattern that's the problem, it's how they promote it on the internet that, shows that it's going to go to zero. Anyways, a year ago, I was looking at this stock, GRNF, because it was highly promoted with the pot stocks. And they had 5 or 6, it had no money, it had no filings, but it had a $250 million market cap at 80 cents. So I wrote about this on Twitter and such, and and of course I got bashed by the promoters, but it had all the classic signs and all those poor people that followed it, and so we don't want this to happen to any of our members. Here it was at 80 cents as it was a year ago, and what I said, you could see it here at 80 cents, and what they were saying is they had these 5 or 10 business combinations. It was going to be pot banking and pot delivery by drones and pot this, pot that. It was and of course the pot market was hot at the time. But so here's some of the signs that occurred. First of all, the promoter behind it, the CEO, whenever you start to see stocks promoted with a religious base, so one of the biggest red flags for me is when they start talking about their religious faith and God, and it's God bless you, and that's one of the things. But also the other one is where the promoters also start talking about how much they value their investors, and keep the faith, and this is going to go, and I know we're a bit delayed, but just keep the faith, and then all of the I guess the other promoters that were being paid to promote this stock, bashing anybody and saying, oh, the CEO is, he's on fire. He's telling us all these great things, and they just keep going on and on and on. And all they're doing is distributing their stock. And as a matter of fact, when it was trading here at 80 cents, I said, this thing is going to zero before it goes to 2. And these shareholders came on, oh, you're probably short the stock, and, you shouldn't bash it, and all these things. And I was just trying to warn people. And one guy said, I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and when this is at 2, I'm going to repost it so you can see how wrong you were. And I said, hey, God bless you for doing so, man, because, one of us is going to be right. That's the thing about the market. One of us is going to be right, and I'm happy to, I said I was happy to eat crow if it went to 2 before it went to 0. But of course, I knew it wasn't going to. I knew it was going to 0 first. Sure enough, it got down to 3 cents, under 3 cents a share. So these are so all the things that you're watching for. And here's the thing that the promoters love the best. All of these shareholders, newbies most likely, no clue what they're doing, saying I'm buying more. Maybe I'm putting everything into this. I'm going to be a zillionaire, and if it goes to 0, oh well. That's like promoters love to hear that people are not sellers, that they're only buyers, because they just keep loading them. They come in, these investors, these traders, whatever, they keep coming in and taking more position at the behest of the promoters, and the promoters just keep filling their bids. It's just so typical of how they put these things together. So again, if it has a religious bent, they just keep saying how great it is, yet the market is not showing that things are coming together. they say, have faith and be patient and all these things that are just red flags to why this thing has never worked. And it keeps going down. I mean, markets, or people lie, markets don't. And this is a perfect example of that, where the promoters and everybody were lying. I don't know if they were lying. I don't want to say that, but they were, they were promoting it heavily, and it just never panned out the way they said it was going to. So if you ever see this kind of pattern, just, where it continues to drift off, yet the promoters are saying about how great the company is, for sure that it's, that there's something wrong, and make sure that you respect your stops in companies like this.